Hey cycling community, this is Steve Grusis, the Cycling Greek. It is just after 3:20 in the morning, and this is the morning of the Bass Lake Double Century. So I'm taking off for Clovis. It's about 30-40 minutes away. I'm giving myself a lot of time. The mass starts at 5:15. Now I noticed when I was picking up my packet yesterday, there was a car out there that had Race Across America on the windshield. Then I later saw that Justin Tu, former Ram rider, and I guess he's riding it again, is going to be competing in this race. And I finished second to him about 3 years ago. That's where I just about broke 12 hours. And that was 12 hours and 3 minutes. So then it was my goal to break 12 hours the next year. Well, now I'm age 61 and those days are behind me, I fear. My goal is to finish before it gets dark. So to have a lot of fun out there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other strong riders out there. Last year I remember there was a lot of 508 riders out there. So I'm going to be sucking wheel for those first 70 flat miles. I'm going to take you guys along and we're going to have a good time. Until the next segment. So you got you on camera here.
All right.
Yeah.
Getting started.
Yeah, you bet, you bet. Cycling Greek YouTube channel.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Here's some light here. 4 o'clock. People are here ahead of me. Hey.
Go down here and make a left at the stop sign? Is that where it starts?
Yes. It starts right over here on the corner.
All right. Make a left.
Correct.
Thank you.
Hey Steve.
Hey. So you got you on camera now.
Yeah.
Got you guys on camera. I think you guys forgot to have me fill it out. Okay.
You ready?
Hey, as ready as I could be. So
Steve, what's your number?
it's on there, 152.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so you're missing the mass start, and you guys gonna do your own mass start.
We can do our own mass start.
What time are you guys leaving?
Right after.
Like
We're gonna start like an hour before the mass start.
Okay.
4:15.
Oh, so you got 15 minutes then.
15 minutes.
Yeah, I talked to the moto last, a little while ago. He said last year he averaged 26.1 for 70 miles. That's why it killed me.
You know what? Last year there was 2 German guys.
I think they finished in like 12 hours, just over 12 hours last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was huge. That's
They
huge.
used Bass Lake to train for Race Across America, and that was completely.
We were off at 5:15. There were about 150 riders sign up for the double, but only about 40 did the actual mass start. Most others started between 3:15 and 5:15. In the past, we had a moto that was guiding us through the dark through the intersections that was also acting as a motor pacer. Last year, after pacing for 73 miles at 26.1 mile an hour average, I started developing knee pains and had to drop out at 100 miles. The year before that, I had my best finish with a second place at 12 hours and 3 minutes. Of course, now I had to go for 12 hours. However, in the middle of my training for this, I realized that I just wasn't going to be able to do that due to a number of reasons. All I wanted to do was get in before dark, and so that would mean about a 13-hour, 45-minute ride. My plan was to suck wheel and hang on for as long as I could during this first 73 miles of flats. We had a lot of strong people out there pulling, one of them being my teammate who would just go out in the front and just drill it. We had many other riders in the pack that were well versed in double centuries. There was one individual that had just completed his 150th double, and we had this one woman who was riding her 50th double. The first 73 miles of flats was made up of 2 loops. At the end of each loop was a rest stop. Many of the pack stopped at the first rest stop. About 15 of us bypassed it, continuing on. I made it into the second rest stop with the rest of the group. That's when things changed. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek.